to reflect on the reality that what Lindsey Graham says is reflective of an overarching policy posture by the United States when it comes to Russia. Go back to the early 1990s, the collapse of the Soviet Union and the Russia that emerged from that. It's one of the ugliest periods of Russian history, and I would say it's one of the uglier periods of American history too, and indeed the history of the collective West, because rather than extending a helping hand to Russia, we put our foot on Russia's throat, and we helped install a very weak, corrupt leader named Boris Yeltsin, whom we exploited. In fact, all this talk about about Russian interference in American elections, it turned out to be false. In 1996, America got Boris Yeltsin reelected, and it was such an egregious affront that Time magazine even made it a cover as best election money can buy. So we stole an election in Russia, gave it to Boris Yeltsin for the purpose of keeping Russia politically weak, and to steal mineral resources from Russia, from the former Soviet Union. But there was an overarching objective of breaking Russia up into its constituent parts. This is what the Chechen conflict was all about. It was a CIA-backed operation designed to promote secession movements, to get the Muslims of the Russian Federation to rise up against. It wasn't just designed in Chechnya, that they were hoping that a successful Yanks to the rescue, there it is, that the successful secession of Chechnya would lead to a similar withdrawal from the Russian Federation by by Tatarstan and maybe Bashkiria and other Muslim entities, and this would lead further to the breakup of Russia, the Far East breaking in, Siberia breaking away. Russia would become not a singular federation, but actually turn into a series of independent states who are weak and could be easily controlled and dominated. This was the strategic thinking of the United States, which is why we're so mad at Vladimir Putin for not playing the game and for stepping in and building a strong Russia. But so Lindsey is right when he reflects on this. But let's talk about what he says about